In the previous episode, we lifted the veil on one of the greatest mysteries of creation, a mystery that God called the soul. And we learned that the soul belongs to what the Qur'an calls the realm of command. But what is this realm? What kind of world could the human soul belong to? What exists there? And why did God connect our soul to that realm? Today, we begin a journey towards a world that may once have been the soul's first home. And perhaps, when this journey is over, you may never see yourself in quite the same way again. Sometimes, a person can be surrounded by everyone they love and still feel like a stranger. They live in their own city, in their own home, beside their own family, among their closest friends. And yet, somewhere deep within them, something still feels as though it has not arrived home. Sometimes they smile among the laughter, but beneath that smile, there is a silence that no one else can hear. Perhaps you have felt this too. Everything in your life seemed to be in its proper place. There was no tragedy, no obvious emptiness. Nothing had gone terribly wrong. And yet, without knowing why, you suddenly felt that your heart was longing for somewhere else. Somewhere you could not even name. Strange, isn't it? How can we miss a place we do not remember ever having known? Perhaps what you have called longing all your life was never simply longing. Perhaps it was a memory, a faint remembrance of a home your soul once knew. Perhaps that is why no pleasure in this world has ever been able to satisfy the deepest thirst of the human soul forever. Because the soul was not born from this world. It comes from a realm whose laws are entirely different from the laws of matter. A realm where time has no meaning, where place has no meaning, where distance has no meaning, where waiting has no meaning. A realm where nothing stands between the will of the loving God and creation. He wills, and what he wills comes into being without delay. And if our soul truly belongs to that realm, then how extraordinary must the truth of our own existence be? If our soul belongs to the realm of command, then what kind of realm is it? To come closer to the answer, let us begin with something that every one of us has experienced in some form: love. Sometimes a mother and father wait for months, and sometimes for years, for the arrival of their child. They have not yet seen the child's face. They have not heard their voice. They have never held those tiny hands in their own. And yet, before the child has even opened their eyes to this world, a place has already opened for them in their parents' hearts. They choose a name. They imagine a future. They begin to dream of all that this new life might become. And with every small heartbeat growing quietly within the mother, their own hearts begin to beat with it. A mother loves her child before the child even knows who she is. Before the child can speak her name, she suffers for them. She loses sleep. She worries. She forgets her own comfort so that her child can rest. Sometimes she remains beside the child's bed throughout the entire night. Her body is exhausted, but her heart will not allow her to close her eyes. Sometimes she leaves her own food untouched so that her child can eat. Sometimes she sets aside her own dreams so that a path may open for her child's future. Where does such love come from? Who placed so much tenderness inside the heart of a mother? Who created the heart of a father in such a way that the suffering of his child can hurt him more deeply than his own? Perhaps all the love we see within the hearts of mothers and fathers is only a single drop from the endless ocean of God's love and mercy. If that one drop can keep a mother awake until morning, and if that one drop can make a father work for years for the comfort and future of his child, then how vast must the true ocean of that love be? The loving God knew us before we ever knew Him. Before we spoke His name, He had already heard the voice of our hearts. Before we raised our hands and asked for help, He had already opened the way back to Him. And before we ever loved Him, He was the one who willed us to exist. Before you ever loved God, God had already willed that you should be here. If He had not wanted you, He would never have willed your creation. Your existence is not an accident. Your arrival in this world is not meaningless. Out of countless possibilities, you were given the gift of being. You were brought from possibility into existence. And that alone is a sign that the will of the loving God was directed towards your being. And in the realm of command, that will alone is enough for existence to begin. In the realm of command, there is no distance between God willing something and that thing coming into existence. God wills, and it is. No year must pass. No month must pass. Not even a moment is needed for the conditions to become ready. Nothing has to move from one place to another. No material has to be gathered. No tools have to be made. No preparation is required. The will of the Almighty is itself enough for what He wills to come into being. God wills it, and it exists. This is the mystery of the realm of command. It is a realm where creation does not wait for time, where it is not confined by place, and where it does not depend on tools, material, or preparation. Nothing stands between the will of God and the appearance of what He wills. But this infinite power is not cold or without feeling. The will of the loving God is never separate from His mercy. Creation is not simply a display of power. It is generosity flowing into existence. It is love becoming visible. It is the opening of an endless table of mercy. God did not need to create. Nothing was missing in Him. And He did not create us in order to become complete. He created in order to give, to show mercy, to reveal love, to bring forth beauty, and to invite living beings into the gift of existence. Look at a child entering the world. The child is given eyes with which to see, ears with which to hear, and a heart with which to love. And deep within that child is a truth that may one day awaken and come to know God. Who placed so much wonder within a single human being? So the realm of command is not only a realm of power, it is the realm in which the certain will of God becomes reality, and where His love is revealed. It is a realm of giving, a realm of mercy, a realm in which the loving God wills, and His love appears in the form of existence. By now, the difference between these two realms may be becoming a little clearer. Whenever the loving God wills to create something, there is no distance between His will and the reality of its creation. He wills, and that being exists before Him. But the way that being appears depends on which realm it belongs to. If it belongs to the realm of command, as the soul and the angels do, then it is created immediately by the will of God. There is no passage of time, no place, no waiting, no preparation, because the realm of command is beyond time and beyond space. But if that being belongs to the created material world, then its appearance unfolds within time and space. In this world, everything follows its own path. Conditions must come together. The necessary stages must be prepared. Time must pass. And only then does what God has willed gradually become visible in this world. Not because the power of God is limited, but because this world was created to work in this way. This is the nature of the material realm. Everything unfolds within time and space. And perhaps now, we can understand the mystery of our own existence more clearly. Our body belongs to this world. It is made of matter, so its appearance takes place within time and space. It begins from a tiny seed of life, grows for months within the mother's womb, and finally enters this world. But the soul is not like the body. The soul is not made of matter. It belongs to the realm of command. And whatever belongs to that realm is beyond time, beyond space, and independent of material conditions and preparation. That is why the loving God describes the soul as belonging to the realm of command. And not only the human soul, the angels also belong to that same realm, a realm in which the will of God is itself enough for a being to exist. And now, an even greater and more beautiful question stands before us. If our soul belongs to the realm of command, and if the loving God brought it into existence instantly through His will, then what does that reveal about our place before Him? What is the deeper meaning behind the creation of Adam, the breathing of the Spirit into him, and the angels bowing before him? What does that extraordinary moment tell us about who we truly are? In the next episode, we will explore this mystery together and begin to uncover the remarkable meaning hidden within the creation of Adam.